everyone, I'm Tina. This is To the Inner Wild. You're going to see me in my natural state, in my natural habitat, in the evening. Oh my gosh. Do I regret this? No. Because what I'm doing is practicing, and you're going to help me. And what are we doing here? Well, I'm doing my first pick a card reading for you. Hopefully, you'll enjoy this. And hopefully, either way, you'll still hit the like button because you like me. And the subscribe button and the notifications bell. Leave a comment below, perhaps. So we're going to use these today. This is a complete impromptu, as you can see, but usually that's where all the magic happens, so you're going to witness that with me. We're going to have 3 piles here today. Go ahead and pick from these 3 bracelets, okay? This will be pile 1. Use your intuition. This is RoseQuartz and Moonstone. There, RoseQuartz and Moonstone. Second pile is this. It is Rhodonite and Turquoise. Pile 3, lastly, is PetrifiedWood. Okay, pile 1. Oh, I forgot. What are we asking? Spirit, I invite you in. We're doing this for those viewing, yes? Why do people find you so amazing? Let's find out. Pile 1. Yeah. Actually, that's where I put it. Pile 1. You're my intuitive side. Why do people love you so much? Okay. Well, what we had here is, it felt like this. Okay. What that tells me is that this is kind of in a blocked position. And this is straight up. I was like, what? 5 of Pentacles. Black mindset. Left out in the cold. Desolate. So it tells me a couple of things. It's either or both. This is a timeless reading, and it's a general reading, so it's reading for many. And what this tells me is maybe you encounter some hardships. And they are not necessarily fair. You're almost like a black sheep at times. And in those times of feeling left out in the cold, isolated, and kind of left out, you counteract that with your Page of Cups. You still offer the situation love. You still offer it care, negating this experience with your own positivity. I like that. Oh, the other thing is, if you ever feel like you're in lack mindset, maybe some negative self-talk, you also counteract that with this very same character. You might do positive affirmations. This is like a confident child where nothing can get him down. And so you offer that, childlike wonder to yourself, like you boost yourself up. That's pretty amazing, I'd say. Yes, pile 1. Yeah. Oh, and even when you're out, left out in the cold, you're not going to isolate others either. You're going to let, people join in. And it's not like misery loves company. It's more like, hey, I got you. We're both left out here. We might as well have each other. That's cool. Okay. And it's like that, though. Fool card. The Fool card. They start journeys. This is like a carefree, ready to start a new journey. So why do people find it amazing if you are reluctant to start a new journey? Can we get clarification on the Fool in reverse? Spirit? For pile 1. Pile 1. Why is the Fool in reverse? What makes that figure so amazing? Oh, well, the Lovers in reverse. Okay. So you might have very attractive qualities, that make people want to be with you, but at the same time, you might have some things that you need to take care of. Temperance is about balance, inner alchemy, and bringing the two sides of yourself together before you step into the act of love. And that's cool because you don't want to be with someone who is like not ready in a relationship. You don't want anybody to front that. So you're saving both yourself as well as the person, your prospect, your interest, that heartache. You're not going to step into something while you need to, kind of recalibrate. So although you might have some attractive qualities, you're not going to start a new journey when there is some imbalance. Because, closure is needed before you start a new journey on the right foot. Baric hole. I appreciate that. I definitely respect that. No baggage and no souvenirs for the next one. Yeah. Definitely, because when I look at this, oh my gosh, I just noticed this. Where is that? My stone. Ah, forgive me. It's somewhere here. Oh my gosh, Tina. This is where all the magic happens. Oh, it's in my lap. Is it? Oh, it's in this jacket. Okay, so when you look at what the Fool is wearing, it's a blend of this tree behind Eve, or the feminine, and the sleeves are like flames, which is the flames on the tree here of Adam. How interesting is that? So this Fool's journey is very much tied into the Lover's card, because it really starts from within. Oh, wait a second. It's like wearing your heart on your sleeve, so regardless of what you intend, energy is always telling. You might be my intellectual pile. It's about finding the balance. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. You guys might be very spiritual, just because, when you go through stuff like this, you have to find some kind of grounding purpose within all of that. Anyway, what I'm seeing here is, I just did an Instagram post. That misspeak was definite confirmation on your developed thought processes about the Knight of Wands, and his vest was pretty much ornate, fronting this type of abundance based on the Four of Wands card that preceded it. So I'm seeing the same thing here. Rather than fronting this balance between the two to start the Fool's journey, you're not doing that. You respect yourself, you respect others, therefore you respect others. That's amazing. If you find this amazing, hit the like button. Subscribe. So that's awesome. I've never seen that before. Yeah, that's cool. All right, we have 10 and a half minutes on the clock. One more card pull. Okay, I'm gonna make this. Oh, that was a hopper. Queen of Swords. You don't deal with any BS. It's not just like you cut everybody off. You've dealt with quite a bit. So much so it's like you're larger than life. You see how minuscule everything is in the background? It's not like you're above it, but you're not going to deal with anything petty anymore. You have risen above. You have taken your seat in your throne, almost like ascended. You see these clouds? You are at that level. You've dealt with so much BS that you're not letting it get you down. You're going to hold your seat of power, and you're going to hold your sword of truth. That is the Ace of Swords right there. That is the smartest card in the deck. Ace of Spades. You have your guard up, but you are not blocked off. So she has RBF. You can Google that if you don't know what that means, but mostly everybody does. And you have love still within you because you have this cherub here, this angel. It's just disciplined love, evolved love. It's about self-respect. Yeah, you've definitely ascended to greater heights, because when you wear something within royalty, you're not fronting anymore. You have earned it, especially if it's a cape, you see. That is almost heroic. And I didn't see this before, but it's clouds, a lot of thought energy, ascending, all of these ways of thought. Old constructs. Yeah. Do you see that? It's a mirror. Very cool. All right. 13 minutes on the clock. One more. Page of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. I just noticed this is like David and Goliath. It's so weird. Like,
Silly me, I forgot to read it in reversal. It's okay because we are meant to comprehend this energy in whole and use its most advantageous attributes to apply to our journey. So these comments are meant to reflect the most applicable to your higher self. You are amazing because when you decide to commit, you are fully invested. You go all out. In your experience, not all investments, though, were worthy of your time. So you've been able to learn those lessons and grow from them.
I've always seen the backdrop as something like expansive. It's off in the distance. But here, the way, if you really look at it, it looks like he's magnified, like Goliath. And everything is miniaturized as well. So it's the Page of Pentacles is about being practical with your investments. You think big of yourself. You are, and this is not overconfident, this is being honest with yourself as well as realistic with the value of what you hold. You're not wasteful. Yeah, you're not wasteful with your time, with your investments. Frugal is, I guess, a decent word to describe it, but I think you just, you know the value of what you have.
And who you are as a person.
Very cool. There's something about this too. That you observe it before you let it go. Right, you observe the potentiality of whatever you're investing in before you invest it. Yeah, you are very thoughtful in your ways as well. You're not just exercising your intelligence in its most practical form, but you're also thoughtful and considerate. Yeah, that's cool. All right. You are amazing, Pile 1. And these 6 cards show it. So if you liked it, hit the like button. And, you know, I forgot to tell you that if you resonated with any other piles, then feel free to drop in on those. If that did not resonate for you. Some may be partial, but, you know, in my experience on being on your end, you just go with your intuition. Yeah, don't be so hard on yourself and don't be so hard on the reader. It's either it does or it doesn't, and we just practice together, our intuition. It's an energetic exchange, not just with each other, but with our guides, so cool. Alright, we're on to pile 2 now. I didn't think about this. Reshuffling.
You might be the pile that figures things out as you go.
Should I include the same cards?
You may be democratic with your gestures, taking consensus before acting.
There's 78 cards in the deck. I think we're gonna be okay. Pile 2. What's so amazing about my pile 2 people? Spirit, pile 2 people. What's amazing about our pile 2 people? Spirit. What would you like to tell pile 2 about how amazing they are? Do you see that? Oh my gosh. The Empress. The Empress is fertile, abundant with creativity, with love, with, gosh, potentiality. She's the Queen of Queens. She's the mastery of all suits. And, ma'am, she can relax and chill because of all that she's accomplished. Yeah, that's you. That's cool. You know, when my grandma got older, and this is not depicting like age really. That's not what I'm getting from it. It's usefulness sitting within the seed of maturity. But my grandma, it kind of reminded me because of like how she's sitting back and there's pillows and she's comfortable and whatnot. Would sit in the garden and just watch all the kids, the grandkids play. That's what it reminded me of. 1919 on the clock. Whew. You're you might be close to a grandma figure as well, like that crone matronly familial figure. Gosh, I had a lot of feeling there. And she might be trying to connect with you. So yeah, so this isn't just one of accomplishment. This is the ongoing abundance. You see this field and the forestry behind her is highlighted from head to toe. I don't remember seeing much of that. The highlight on the top and the bottom encase there. Very cool. Oh, we gotta put that on. Pile 2. What's so amazing about pile 2? Spirit. What do you want to tell pile 2 about how amazing they are? Okay. So we got both these cards together. It is the Two of Wands and the Knight of Swords in reverse. You are thoughtful. You are a planner. You like to observe the world as in your hands. You take control, you take charge, but you're not flagrant about it. You're not going to take charge in this haste manner. Do you see this? If it was an upright, even the horse is frightened by how fast this knight is moving, so determined, even as the wind, the trees, these are like sequoia trees that are bending, because of this wind, and yet it's not stopping this knight. It is so determined. Now, while that can be a good thing,
as some circumstances call for it,
for the most part, it's better if it's in this position. Next to this card is saying that you're not going to move hastily within your decision-making process. You're not going to let anything or anyone rush you. You're going to make your decisions, and you're going to scope out the land, the horizon. You take your time. I almost see this as like the Knight of Pentacles.
If you resonate with pile 1, then notice how their facial expressions are matching. So you may be practical and persistent, diligent and deliberate, patient and loyal to your goals.
Just that world is really drawn my eyes to it, as though it's a person that takes his time, deliberately, purposefully, his or her. If you're a masculine for some reason, the Empress is still legitimate. You consider you as the Emperor, but more within the intuitive side, the feminine side. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for you to see these things.
You may be one who picks your battles and laughs at the rest because you prefer practical comforts whenever possible.
And pile 2 is also, we have this card guarantee in reverse. When it's an upright, I take it as like, hey, you're reliable, that you are maybe self-assured. Either way, you're reliable, okay, whether it's upright or reverse. But you received it in reverse, which is your actions speak for it. Yeah, your achievements in their own speak for themselves. So you don't have to put the word out there. You don't have to waste your breath on publicizing that there's a guarantee or you'll have your money back extension. Yeah, so that's a very good thing. Yeah, because in this world, what's this? Seven of Swords in reverse. That's also very, very good. Bravo. So in this world of double talk, we've come to notice that actions do speak louder than words. We're seeing that more pronounced than ever. Don't just tell me, just do it. Don't just tell me you're sorry, just show me. That's the same concept. You're action oriented, but you do not move in haste. Okay. Oh, here we go. It's the Seven of Swords in reverse. I almost forgot. So the Seven of Swords in reverse is that the veil, the mask, the disguises, the deceit that you've dealt with is no more. You're reliable, that you're transparent. You're transparent. And to take a seat as the Emperor or Empress, you have to be transparent. The whole world, your whole empire is not just counting on you, they're watching you. So you make things easier and simpler on yourself as well by not having to deal with masks and lies. You are honest with yourself. I feel like you might resonate with pile 1 too, saying that part of being honest with yourself. Yeah. So since you're honest with yourself, you don't deal with BSers. I mean, you can acknowledge them for what they're doing, but I don't think you'll let that impact you. Okay, what's so amazing about pile 2, Spirit? Ten of Pentacles, that's legacy in the making. It's in reverse though, so let's get clarification on that. Clarification on Ten of Pentacles. Does that mean in reverse? Does that mean that it's in progress and in the making? What could that be? It came out like this though. What makes you so amazing? Okay, so although you have the energy of what we already conveyed, your current point, your most recent footing is that people can see that you're creating a legacy of wealth right here. A legacy of wealth. It's not just for yourself, but your children and your children's children. Yeah, this is an ideal card to have.
You reap the benefits of addressing the bigger picture.
Yeah, passed down through generations, but it's in reverse. So the reason why is because we have this transitory state of the Three of Swords. Even the Queen of Cups, even the Empress can encounter heartbreak. But we don't stay in that for very long, so it's transitioning over. I'm just seeing this. This queen is looking intently at her cup. Fixated on it. Frustrated with it. This queen is in healing. She's within the act of temperance. As you can see, her foot is in the water as well. One foot is in the water. She's regaining her balance from what was encountered here. You may have dealt with heartbreak recently, and it may have made you stumble a bit, but it didn't make you lose anything. It just delayed the process of gaining traction in this. And ultimately, you are gaining traction in this when you are working on this, filling your cup back up. Because this is kind of like a weight on you. That's good. That's good. Okay, we'll pull one more card out. Yeah, you respect yourself. That's good. But Alright. Is there anything else, Spirit, on this? One last card for pile 2. I get that you move quietly. The biggest moves that you make, the most substantial ones, are done on your own without having to really talk about it. It's like you conserve your energy. 31:31 on the clock. You can conserve your energy. It's like Yoda applying that approach as a leader would. Don't talk about it, be about it. This is leadership energy. Okay. I'll just take this. No, that's a lot. That's a lot. We'll just take one, Spirit. We're timing this. We're creating temperance throughout each pile. Okay. Strength. It's in reverse. Let's get that clarified. Spirit, why is strength in reverse? I think your energy reserves are just low right now, so it's time for you. And that's good. It's self-respect.
In editing this, I received a lot of angel number messages. Any or all of them may have messages for you too. My clear audience usually doesn't come through unless it's something that's very, very important. So it's recommended that you pause here to observe and then look further, following your own intuition.
9 of... Oh. What? When did that... I think that fell on top of the 10 of... Pentacles in reverse. So your energy reserves are on low, and then this came out, which is the 9 of Pentacles. There's still abundance. So it just slowed down your progress. It hasn't halted it. That's awesome. That's incredible. That's wow. Okay. Yeah, you should really applaud yourself. That's 33 on the clock. You are, you're divinely guided. For reals. To get, a number or a sequence like that, you should check that, like, angel numbers or master number 33. I might drop in something for you on master number 33. Because I feel like those are the most powerful numbers. It's where ascended masters like to speak to you. Okay, that's pile 2. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe, comment. Let me know how that worked for you. I seriously do want to know, even if you private message or email or whatever me. That's really good. Alright, so because you have so much backing, please be sure to thank your guides, Spirit, in your endeavors and in your trials. Yeah. Because although you might have felt like you've done this alone, at least in the material world, you have spiritual backing. Alright. Thanks, Pile 2, for letting me read for you. This is good. Alright. Moving on to Pile 3. Petrified Wood. Spirit, what's so amazing about pile 3? Okay. Alright. Okay, so the 7 of Wands and then the Page of Wands in reverse. Let's get clarification on that first, because the 7 of Wands is competition, it's conflict, but you have the higher ground. Having the higher ground is where you're better off. In the Page of Wands, if it's in reverse, you haven't started something yet. I think it's needing to finish. Like, before you start something new, you have to finish the old. Ooh, this is what's popped up. A selection of the most popular decks in our range, English editions. You might be also well versed. You might speak other languages. You might be a creator of some sorts. Yeah, because these are other decks, almost like highlighted other works. So you might be a creator of some sorts, a producer, a creative type. I take it also as possibly speaking other languages.
This could also mean that your work speaks to different crowds.
Because when you switch decks, the context is a little different. Like, it's different dialects because of the imagery. Yeah, I really feel like that's that. So I came out with these two as well. Or three. King of Swords. 5 of Swords. 4 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the King of Swords is more stern. I get more King Arthur vibes from this, so it's more stern than the Queen of Swords. It's about dealing with the truth, standing for the truth, being brave to take a stand. As you can see in this seat, you can't really see any armrests. So he doesn't get too comfortable in his sitting position. Yeah, you're ready to take a stand. You have strong beliefs, but at the same time, that heavy mental energy, you don't let it get to your head. You're a warrior who stands in your own right. How do you say it? You stand up for what you believe in, and even if it takes rolling up your sleeves, and even if you only have a wand as opposed to a sword, you'll do it. That's cool. That's cool. That's a real warrior. And you don't let your ego get the best of you. You are not out to fight just to fight. You are not trigger happy. Even if you've seen war, you've seen it enough to know that ego has no place in it. It only causes destruction. I saw the camera flash. It was weird. 39:26 was on the clock. I think when my eyes really focused on that. So 5 of Swords is about one-upping someone else. The power plays, but since it's in reverse, you don't do that. You don't abuse your power. Okay, in reverse is the 4 of Wands. And why is that? 4 of Wands is your 11-11 energy. It's a victory on the home front. It is home and hearth. It's a celebration, an intimate form of celebration, union. But why is it in reverse? Can you clarify what makes pile 3 so amazing? And why is a 4 of Wands in reverse? Can we get clarification? Okay, because you're working on it. This doesn't mean that it's completely reversed, like it's taken away. It's just
being patient with the process of creating while being resourceful with your time.
You might resonate with some of pile 2. Okay, because of what I'm seeing, the similarities in this. There's just a hold up on it because you are working on, like, you're waiting patiently for your seeds to come into fruition. You're just monitoring your investments, the growth of it. But you're not fixated. You're not fixated on it.
You're like the King of Pentacles in disguise, industrious and manifest well, bringing thought to form.
His boots are different colors. Do you see that? I just noticed that. Why is that? I'm looking at everybody's shoes. They're the only one. Even in the 5 of Pentacles card, they don't have 2 opposite boots. What's going on here? We'll find out the context of that. Okay, it came out with the Hierophant in reverse. Oh, you're untraditional. Oh my gosh. You must be my weirdo pile too. Untraditional, but like you're very... Weirdo is a good thing. Because I am a weirdo too. The rules that you establish for yourself are not just... They're made along as you go. You make sense of life as you go. and it doesn't have to meet up with social standards. And that's why you're able to accomplish a variety of things. Speak different dialects. Your intellect is expansive. It's not isolated to just like the customs of the here and now, but you elaborate on them. This is unorthodox. And that really, oh my gosh, that really, I got chills on my legs. Validates the two different socks or the two different shoes. So your fashion sense also, your style might be like, you know, like wearing two different socks because you like that and you like that, which is, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, it's different. It keeps things fun and interesting while you're waiting for things to happen. It's almost like waiting for your ships to come in after you've made your investments, but this is like more intimately. You might actually like gardening or growing things. The moon. You might be very mysterious, and some people might think that you tell tall tales, like you're a good storyteller, to the point where they might think that you're lying. But there's a lot of hidden mystery to you.
It might be difficult for others to pinpoint you because you have varied characteristics.
Yeah.
You're assertive because you know yourself well, but there's more depth to you.
You might be very hard to figure out. Can you clarify that, Spirit? What makes pile 3 amazing? 5 of Cups. I think I'm going to need clarifying for the clarifier, please, Spirit. Because 5 of Cups is mourning, the 3 that have fallen. It's like 3 cups of spilt milk where there's still 2 here. The milkman still left a couple here, but you're mourning, you're contemplating the 3 here. Okay, I don't think it's mourning, honestly. When I look at the King of Swords and then you're dropping the ego and you have the higher ground, you know when to roll up your sleeves, you have the unorthodox views, so that tells me that this cape is more like you're going into hermit mode. You are only mourning the righteousness of seeing that 3 have fallen, because that's really a part, like a smaller scale of the death cycle. This is conceptually thinking that 3 have fallen, so it's like, dang, you know, that sucks, you know. I'm just gonna kind of take that in, and maybe I'll pick them up after. It's a concept of spending time to create some kind of mental, emotional, whatever closure for the 3 that have fallen. You know, like toxic happiness, where you kind of block out all the bad things in order to front the good. No, you honor your cycles. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's very, very good.
It makes you amazing because you're a person that lives by example. So as you address your losses, others learn from you. They elevate their understanding of how to cope without forgetting that we're all human. But some of the stuff we go through is not up for discussion. Those things are private and meant to be secluded from the noise.
Pile 3, I think, is like an intellectual pile. Like, how do I say it? It's not just intellect. Oh, you got the Emperor. Yeah, you have alchemized all 4 suits, all kings. You're the King of Kings.
You operate on another level.
You're determined. Nothing can sway you or your judgment. You have your own rules and boundaries. Like, you're a creative thinker, but it's like grounded energy.
You're a waymaker, a trendsetter, pushing boundaries to expand horizons, so it broadens the view for everyone. You use your analytical skills creatively.
Yeah, this is, if you're not here yet, this is the foreboding, because this is in progress. Yeah, because I think it's like you're going through this cycle of honoring what has fallen, while taking some time to work on your own investments, whether that be in self, in a project, in people, and whatever.
In patience.
Yeah, so you understand that this is going to be like part of the end game, but you're not fixated on dreaming of that state right now. You're in the moment where you're at. You're practical. You're standing on your own 2 feet, like here and now.
Every good leader is present, like Spirit and the angels who are omnipresent.
Yeah, and the Emperor suits up. They're ready to battle. This is like the closest to the sword's energy. Yeah. Interesting. Very cool. That's what makes you amazing, Pile 3. 49:05 on the clock. Thanks for stopping by. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe button, the notifications bell. I would appreciate it. I hope you liked this. I hope that it resonated. And if it did, please leave a comment in the comment box, of course, or drop me an email, drop me a message if you're a private person. I think, I'd like to know if it resonated or not. That was cool. Thanks for letting me read for you, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Yeah, and if you want to see more of this, let me know. I would be happy to oblige. Okay, see you again. And thank your guides, thank your angels. I'll thank them now for you. They helped me out reading this stuff too. So have a good one. I will see you on the next. Until then, have a beautiful day.